Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer. And well, it's a beautiful Friday morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner, and yay, it is Friday. And I'm sure you're wondering why all the red. Of course, you know it is what? Go red for women. You know, I'm stuttering, but I'm sorry. It is, everybody should be wearing red today. We talked about this earlier for the American Heart Association. We should representing red today. So I said, let me pull out the Pharrell so I can really go red today. Hopefully you're having a great morning today and you're ready to tune into the hottest spot in town. And today, you know, we've talked about so many things. It's so much that got us so way down. There's so many things that's going on that keep us so negatively heavy. Today, I'm going to take another step. We're going to talk about something that we should be talking about. We talk about love. We talk about love. Love, 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 love. The greatest of them all is love. And I want to share some things, and I want you to share some things about love so that I think that if we get to that point that we can really, really, really learn to share it the right way. If you understand where I'm coming from. First of all, let me say thank you for all of my good people that are sponsoring the Black History Month program today. Let me say thank you to my good friends there at Joe Morrison's Son Funeral Home. Good morning, and thank you to Mr. Wings and Waffles right there for the best chicken on the Gulf Coast right there on Fairfield Drive. We've got supplemental health care. Thank you, Gabrielle, for doing what you do. Also, we've got the Escambia County Democratic Party. We appreciate you for all that you do, as well as Wildcat Soaps and Candle. They create them and make them all out of natural ingredients. Going to be on the show real soon. As well as AHW Barber Academy. Listen, Ace got something going on that you really need to be a part of. Thank you so much for being a part of Sunshine's Corner. Now, I've got a young lady today I'm going to turn to the side. She is a songwriter. She is a producer. She's talking about live on the 2A street. But, you know, we got my girl in today, Miss Cheryl Mulrain. Yeah. Thank you. And, you know, I did not know that you were a songwriter until we got to talking one day, and I said I wanted a song. You said, oh, but I wrote that. And I did that. And I did this. But that is a great thing because there's so much talent within us. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
Thank you for getting up.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm always excited to be here.
Well, thank you so much. You know, I want to, I'm going to wrap this around where we're going with the fact that we're going to be talking about love today. If you think about it, when you all this rhetoric going on about the DEI, and I think that DEI only represents where people are uncomfortable about change. They are uncomfortable about growth that's happening, and they see where the growth is coming from.
Well, they're not uncomfortable with the growth for
everybody. You hear me?
Let's be clear.
That's right.
It's just some people
that they're afraid of. Okay. And I say that because I want people to realize that we're all, every day we're going to elevate, we're going to grow.
Yes.
And we as a people, and why is this, I'm talking about this today with when I want to bring it all down to what you really feel on the inside. Your mouth can say one thing, but I watch your actions.
Yes.
Your actions going to tell me where your heart is.
Yeah.
And when I talk about love, I know when you love me. I know when you think you're using me. Because we've had to go through this for so many years in our lives. This is not our first time at the rodeo.
Exactly. Exactly.
We've ridden this horse before.
Yep.
And what we're trying to do is, if we give, a young lady called yesterday when I asked a very simple question, what was needed in the world today? She said, more respect. And I think in order for you to love me, so many people walk up to me, oh, I just love you, Sunshine. No, you don't. I just love you, because if you love me, you wouldn't treat me the way you do. Love is an action word.
It is. It is. It's an action word, and it should be extended to everyone, because that's how it was meant to be.
Of course.
So it doesn't take anything from somebody.
You. That's right.
To just love. You don't have to like everything.
No.
But just have a universal love towards people and things, and I think we'd be much better off.
No, not think, baby. I know we would.
Yeah,
it's a fact that we would. Mm-hmm. And you know, this show, I love it. I get up every day. I don't ever stop working. I show you that I love it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do. It's the commitment.
It's a commitment.
And the showing up for the thing that you love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a different story when you love it.
Yeah.
But this is what we're going to be talking about today. How is it that we're going to go as far as when you find true love, the love that you want in your look at your face. No, when you're looking for that person.
When you said this yesterday, I'm not going to lie. You said, oh, we could talk about relationships. So I ain't got no man.
She said it was so. I ain't got no man. Me neither. But that's okay. We can talk about the relationship. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. But I want to incorporate everybody into this today, and I want us to just let our hair down today to walk away from all this negativity that we're feeling, all of the lies that are being told, all of the falsehood that's being painted. Let's just inhale and just exhale and breathe.
Yes.
Because this will cause us to really, it can bring you down.
It can, and we talked about this earlier.
Uh-huh.
Every day I try to put out some type of positive message on social media in my life. When I get up and look in the mirror, it has to start, because if I don't start it off positive,
who's gonna do it for you?
Can't expect for anybody else to bring me joy. It has to start within. So that's important for me to always, even when negative things come my way, I got to flip it around, because it's not what other people do, it's how I react to it. And I don't have to react in the negative.
That's right.
I can keep a
when
smile.
When they want you to.
Exactly. Because that's when I'm really not.
Hello.
I'm a smile and keep it moving.
I'm in progress, okay?
Yeah.
When it comes to that.
Yeah. I walk away real quick.
No, it's just that I have a way of voicing what I feel because of the fact that I believe that certain things shouldn't be. And with that, when it all boils down to love, I say this again, love is such a powerful thing. Even with what's going on around us in the country today, in the world today, it is so heartbreaking that there is the young lady made, I thought about it yesterday and I went home and I was looking at the word respect. You know, we are lacking in that area in so many ways. However, it is also known that we already know that whatever we do, we got to do it 10 times harder.
And better.
And better, even though our qualifications prove out that we have more than the opposite, the one that's given the less.
Right. Only to be accused of being DEI.
Come on now. Exactly.
It's like you can't win. So taking all of that away, just walk your walk.
Exactly.
And do the best that you can in what you have.
Exactly.
Because people are going to say, no matter what you do, I've seen people walk the straightest and most narrow line ever. They've excelled in all areas, only for people to talk smack. Let's be real.
Yeah. That's one thing I tell everybody about this show. This is the place you can have that uncomfortable conversation, but you can feel comfortable having it. Because if we don't talk about it, even down to the small things, we'll never get ahead.
Yes.
Even whatever it is that you're looking for, love is the key. Frankie Beverly, rest his soul. He wrote this song back in the 70s. Love is the key to life.
Right.
When you want to do things right, love is the key.
Right, but I also understand that everything isn't for everybody. So although I might exude love and positivity, I can't expect the next person to.
Right.
So I have to remind myself to keep my positivity regardless of whatever they do. You know what I mean?
It's hard.
And it's hard. It's hard because that old me.
But you know, a lot of people don't realize, you know, oh God, if you had known the old Sonshine, my Lord. But you know, as you grow.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Please be a part of this conversation, because what we're trying to do is to spread love, to share love.
Yes.
Love is the key. I strongly believe that. Even in the Word of God, he said, even after his 10 commandments, he said, there's one that's greater than these, and it is L-O-V-E, love. Love yourself, love thy neighbor as yourself. So, thank you, Lord. If you don't love yourself, how can I expect you to love me?
You got to lead by example.
No doubt about it. We're talking about Let Your Hair Down Friday, and it's all about really talking about the things that are going on. However, talking about the things that's going to make us better.
Yes.
Please,
always
take time and think about, look at yourself in the mirror. As Michael Jackson would say, it starts with the man in the mirror.
Yes.
Look at you. Somebody's calling us before we even get started, girl. Let's see you. Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
I was invited by Cheryl.
Okay, well, call and tell us what you're talking about then. It's all about love. What you want to talk about?
So, if
Go right ahead.
you don't mind, the gentleman on the phone. The gentleman on the phone is Nate Mr. Miller.
Okay.
He is the 18th greatest cruiserweight champion of the world.
Okay.
And I just recently finished, I guess you could mute it. I just finished co-writing his autobiography.
Okay.
So,
well, tell us more about it. Well, Nate, tell us. Well, he hung up, I guess, because he's. I can hear him driving. We're on a speaker with him, and if you're calling, do not have us on a speaker because you're going to get a feedback, and you're not going to be able to hear me. If you have your cell phone with you, you want to use your earbuds, fine, but do not have your phone on speaker because I'm not going to be able to hear it because there's an echo that's going to fly by. But tell us more about him.
Okay, and Nate is out of Philadelphia.
Okay.
So I just finished his autobiography, and it's about him going from foster care to being one of the boxing greats in the cruiserweight division.
Oh, really?
So and doing the project, that's why I love working on these individual projects, because it gives me an insight to people in a very intimate way of just
So you're a writer
struggle.
as well?
Yes.
I mean, that's music, yeah.
Right, yes. I started writing short stories and poems and things, and I graduated into writing songs.
Okay.
So that is my first book.
Wonderful.
That is my first book.
I know how it feels.
Yeah,
That's a good thing. Keep going.
And all right, so Nate's story is he was in foster care at a very early age, and he speaks of having really good parents and foster parents, and being a very mischievous young man. And throughout his journey, people have reached out to him and helped him with his first job. He walked by a boxing gym one day, coming home from school, and went in. And that sparked it into a very successful career. And traveling the world.
Okay.
And being invited to be part of Team USA in the Olympics.
Wonderful.
I think he made the 5th or so, and they needed 4 or whatever. So he just missed going to the Olympics.
Right.
But just having a very, very interesting and a very interesting life.
I like that. That we can show that whatever it is, no matter where you come from, you can take something, turn it around.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, we are having a great Friday. Hopefully, your day is going well. Did you dress up in red today? It is American Heart Association. Did you dress up in red? Stroke. Did you dress up in red? If not, make sure you go get some red, put it on. Stay with us now. We're going to be talking more about LOVE love. And I want somebody to call me and talk about how they found the love that you say you don't have. Right here on Sunshine's Corner. We'll be back with more.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
Do you have a house that you want to turn into cash? I'm Mike with Mulrain Buys Houses from Pensacola, Florida. Maybe you inherited a house, are facing foreclosure, have tenant issues, or the house is in general disrepair. I buy houses cash, in as-is condition, and close in as little as 3 weeks. I can provide you a competitive offer the same day I walk through your house. With Mulrain Buys Houses, you can find the easy solution to put cash in your hand as quickly as possible.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I I like really appreciate that because, you know, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. It is Friday edition of Sunshine's Corner, talking about LOVE, love. I remember this song by Al Green. I started to write this song about love, and I thought it was all about you.
I do remember that. I do remember
exactly. Now, when it comes to your writing, because we got a video we're going to feature a little bit later on, did you write that song?
I did.
Tell me about that. How did that come about? Okay, in the song, when I listened to it last night, it's about that person that you're looking for.
No. It's more like I'm a writer, so I'm creative.
Okay.
Okay. So it was putting myself in the mindset. It's actually written for a man to sing. That he's daydreaming, missing the vibe of the woman. Mm-hmm. And the man that I had slated to sing it wasn't available. And I linked up with Jakima Divinity, and she did her thing on it.
Who did the video?
The video was Visual Thoughts.
Okay.
All local in Pensacola.
Right.
I love to highlight and just put local artists out there. But Visual Thoughts, Alley Cat TT, Jakima Divinity. Who else worked on it? Oh my goodness.
But the fact that it was done here.
Yeah, it was done here. So
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Please, but that's a good thing. When you talk about that song, why I want somebody that's into a relationship or just got into a relationship and is flourishing, I want somebody to tell us what it is that it took for them to get that. There we go, goes that video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, I think because when we talk about relationships, that's like, okay, what am I going to bring to the table on this?
Well, maybe because you're I don't want to say without, but you don't have a mate yet.
No, not the one yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the main focus for me, because the freedom of being able to do certain things, like all these projects that I'm doing, I don't believe that I could have did as much with a mate, because that requires time.
Well, he would have to be equally yoked. Because if they're not, if you are unequally yoked, it's not going to work.
Exactly. So I guess the challenge is finding that equal yoke, because it is I could be a bit much, but to whom much is given.
Well, listen at her, much is required. Well, guys, I hope y'all hear this.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying that because everybody wants that companion.
Yeah.
But are you willing to wait? Supposing God wants you to stay single.
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
I am my best company.
Right.
Because we do everything I like to do. You know, so I'm cool with it.
Exactly. And now I'm a believer, and I'm pretty sure you know, a strong believer in my faith.
Yes.
I mean, a strong believer. And when it comes to that, I believe what he says. I wait.
Yes.
And I mean, if not, fine. I'm not looking.
Right. So when it hits different when you feel whole in yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, and you're comfortable in your skin. So you can walk alone. If you have somebody by your side, that's even better. Mm-hmm. But you're okay walking, walking your walk.
Valentines is next week, and a lot of people take that Valentines and go so far with it. But I said, that's just a day.
It's just a day, even with a mate. It's just a date, because I would want to get those same flowers and chocolate. I love chocolate. Throughout the, just on a random, it means more when it's random instead of a specific date in which you have to show, quote unquote, show me love and affection.
Right.
I want that on a random Tuesday.
Okay. I hear you. I mean, maybe there's someone who's watching today who's been in a relationship for a while. Or maybe there's someone who's viewing today that can give some advice or share some things of what it really takes. I love to hear when I hear people talk about the longevity of their relationships when they've been together 50, 60 years. Okay? I mean, my parents they did, just like you said, till death did them part. They were 58 years.
Whoa.
Yes, 58 years.
Do they even make those type of relationships anymore?
I think that's what is needed, though.
Yes.
Well, my oldest brother, he's been married 47.
Bless him.
This girl said bless him.
No, I didn't mean it in a disrespectful way. But I think it takes a lot of patience communication and forgiveness, because people are very quick these days to be very dismissive of, oh my gosh, you left a sock on the floor. Oh my gosh, this is over. I can't do it anymore. Right. You know what I mean? It's just like little things. It's like if you can't handle that, right, the big problems, you're gonna fall apart.
Right.
So
do you think that somewhat we've taken away from the focus of what the Bible says that how it is supposed to be? Yes.
Indeed.
And well, then I'll say this and how I feel. If we don't go by the map that was laid for us, what do we expect?
If you don't have God in it, how can you expect God to bless you in it? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you didn't consult him in the beginning.
Exactly.
But now you want to bring him in the mix after you done made your mess.
Exactly.
So
exactly. But we're talking about L-O-V-E, love, today, guys. And coming up next week, it is Valentines on Friday, right? I think it's February the 14th. That's Friday.
I've checked out of that whole.
That's right. Okay, I think he's over there. February the 14th is Friday. You're going to go out and buy all the candy, all the flowers. When you love me, you're going to show me that every day. And you know, sometimes I think that we can put so much into another person that we lose our own identity. Now, I can love you, but I'm still me.
Guilty.
Really?
Yeah, I think over time, it's trying to figure it out and work it out.
Did you lose your identity?
I've absolutely.
She said,
before.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because it's.
Then therefore, I'm not cutting across you, but then therefore you put too much into that man.
But see, that was a problem that I had to check me, right? Because I was consistently pouring into other people and not myself. So I can only give at the, I flipped it so that I can't give anything until my cup is full. So now everybody gets the overflow, as it should be. I have to stay full, and then I have something to give. Anything other than that is taking away from me.
So what do you think caused your relationship to fall apart? What do you cause your relationship to get a divorce? What do you think caused your relationship to not flourish anymore, that you all went your separate ways? What is it that you couldn't work through? I got so many questions.
You know what? Not everything isn't for everybody. And when you get to know somebody and, you're going through the dating scene and stuff, it's like, I don't really like this person, or the way in which.
After you married him?
No. I'm talking about like in a relationship. I'm not the marriage part, but leading up to that. It takes, you might have to kiss a lot of frogs before you get to, the prince.
Well, now I'm going to go back to my beliefs. Okay, 1 Corinthians tell me, and the Bible also tells me that I'm not to look for him. A man who findeth a wife, findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. So therefore, I am supposed to be like Esther, just being prepared. I'm supposed to be like Ruth, just being prepared, so that I can be prepared for that person that he has shaped for me.
Right.
Okay, I can hear him saying something. But anyway, I'm just going from what I'm saying, because I think if we were not then just look, have mercy, Lord, because we're not, listen, somebody just called back. I forgot about we had a caller.
Uh-oh.
Good morning. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
This is Spicy Priestley. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great, Spicy. I heard a lot about you, Spicy.
Yes.
Well, tell me more about you, Spicy. What do you feel about what you do? How are you on all the stuff that you do?
I feel great about what I do. I'm an artist out of Pensacola, Florida, and I do skincare and hair, like locks, and my passion is music, but my day-to-day is like skincare and.
So you love everything about it.
I love it. I love everything about my life.
So what would you tell somebody who's right there? You sound rather young. She said.
I am. I'm 26. I'll be 27 next month. So.
Oh, you are young. You're just a year older than me. But the fact of it is, with what you're telling us, that you have fallen, you've gotten all of this right now, establishing yourself at the age of 26, what would you tell somebody who's listening, where they're looking for whatever it is they're trying to establish, the step that got you where you are?
I would just tell them to keep going and just stay in your own lane and stay in your own journey and never let anybody push you to be something that you're not.
Okay. Did you run into...
That's what I had to learn.
You ran into things like that?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Did you run into things like that?
I did. I used to live my life for other people, but now I live my life for Spicy Priestley.
I love that. I love that.
I'm young, but I didn't experience some things.
Okay. Well, she started out young, therefore that she'll know how to take this on over to the other mature part of where she's going. Well, thank you, Spicy. I'm going to have to talk to you because there's some things I want to talk to you about, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, love, and have a great Friday.
Good. Yeah, thank you. Happy Friday.
All right, bye-bye. well, listen to this. I'll tell you, she was talking about some things that she had to go through to get to where she is, and that's all of us. And with this life and what we have that's given to us, we got to know how to play the cards. Know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Yes. And some people hold on to the cards too long.
Oh.
The game been over.
Hello.
So as we talk about love, I guess it's trial and error and a lot of patience.
When you say patience now, let's go a little bit further. Now, patience is a virtue.
Yes.
And I've been married.
Okay.
But I chose him. No.
Nope. Okay.
Word says that he's got to choose me. He's got to find me. I found him.
Okay.
Okay. And boy, did I find the wrong thing.
Yeah.
all I'm saying
is... that might be my problem. Okay, but go ahead.
Exactly. Because I cannot go against what I believe because I think that if people, I'm talking me now, would take the word of God, put clothes on them and wear it, you will understand the factor of what he's trying to teach us because his way is the right way. And if you go back to Corinthians, when Paul was talking, he said, I hear you. He said, even for him, I would say, stay single. But you're gonna be married to God, so you can't be married and then do all the things of the world. You got to let something go. Somebody's calling. Good morning.
Morning.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning. Well, okay. Hi. Who am I talking to? What can I talk to you about today?
Nate Miller, former cruiserweight champ of the world. Cheryl's friend.
Okay, well, tell me about your biography. Tell me about you.
I live in Philadelphia, former world boxing champion. Doing a book, getting Cheryl to write it. It's almost done. And I come from 2 foster care homes.
Well, then that goes to show you it doesn't matter where you come from, it's where you're going.
Well, I understand that, but I'm just saying it's being an inspiration for many people, children mostly, show that if you're in the system, you don't have to become part of the system.
Absolutely.
You can get out and accomplish your dreams and achievements.
Absolutely. Do you ever plan to come to Pensacola?
Probably will. I was down there not that long ago, but I probably will.
Okay, when you come, you let us know. So you gonna have you gonna set up a conference or something so the kids can get to meet you and you can hear their story. They can hear your story.
Yeah, I'll do that through Cheryl.
All right, Cheryl, I tell you. Well, thank you for calling to share that with us today.
Okay, I'm Philadelphia. Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
He is so cool. He's so, I'm calling. I'm from Philadelphia. But he laid back. I mean, really laid back. But listen to this, everybody. We're talking, and you can call from Pensacola. Although you can catch this show all around the world. All you've got to do, you go through the link. You can take us anywhere you want to go. Yes. But the fact of it is that we're talking just everyday talk today, talking about things that affect us daily. Talk about things that I think that if we really understood how it is or what it is called from it, and I'm a strong believer in the Word of God, that when we put on those clothes of the Word, then we wouldn't feel as if we are alone.
Yes, because we never are.
No, he's always there with us. But that comfort, I think, that some of us are looking for. Okay. When we got that comfort on the inside, I want to talk about that when we come back. Yeah. We got to go take a break. But when we come, I want to talk about the comfort we think that we get from that person. When the comforter is already there waiting on you.
Yes.
Stay here with us.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
There are many reasons someone may need in-home care, whether it may be respite care, them recovering from surgery, or having a chronic condition. Having someone dedicated and reliable is imperative. Supplemental Support Care Services was created to provide to those who are in need with quality care that they deserve in the home. Taking it a step further, our main goal is to ensure that Supplemental Support Care Services is where the love and care is top priority.
This is Charlie with RWB Spas in Pensacola. This is my #1 seller. It's the Bellagio Boo, which is aluminum frames and aluminum panels. We believe in the Charles Deming philosophy, which is quality, and we have the aluminum frames, aluminum panels, our thick inch base, and the latest, greatest technology on the market. RWB Spas, this is why everybody comes here. It's because they purchased the #1 seller in the country, rwbhottubs.com, and come meet Bambino.
Early in life, Tony found a love for craftsmanship through building furniture. Growing up in cabinet shops, he was drawn towards custom cabinetry, designing, and creating new and functional spaces. And to be able to share that passion with his clients, helping them turn their ideas into something special, making sure you get more for your investment.
Every kitchen and bath starts with your unique vision. I just bring it to life.
Master-built cabinets, beautifully handcrafted and customer designed.
This Black History Note is being brought to you by Mr. Wings Chicken and Waffles.
On March 1st, 1864, Rebecca Lee Crumpler became the first African-American woman to earn a medical degree. For much of her career, she practiced community medicine in Boston. But in the aftermath of the Civil War, she traveled south to treat thousands of formerly enslaved refugees.
This Black History Note has been brought to you by Mr. Wings Chicken and Waffles, 1708 West Fairfield. And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. I tell you, she was talking about Mr. Wings and Waffle. Got me stuttering. When you walk in there and smell those waffles, make you want to hurt somebody.
That food is so
but
good.
I want to say to Mr. and Mrs. Butch, thank you guys so much. They're the owners.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking about the fact of about real love, and about the fact that I think what we get confused sometimes when we want real love, and it's also we've got to be able to take away from the fact of sometimes we equate loneliness with love. Wrong answer.
Yeah.
I'm being real.
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like if we would just go ahead and get the fact that when you fall in love with yourself and you wait on what's for you, have mercy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that's why there's so many failed relationships. With the generation today, they're so quick to get into them, and they're going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're saying, how is it that when people can live in a relationship 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, that's the way it's supposed to be. One woman, one man.
Well, it wasn't always like that, though.
But the Bible says, but that's why we got to get back to the fact of, I think that when I say stop saying, well, I'm lonely, and accept.
But even with the loneliness, it's
loneliness. That's a trick of Satan. He can confuse you.
Exactly. But what is it about ourselves for those who? Because I've been lonely before, and then I was like,
get up and read your Bible.
Then I found me.
Right.
And I was not as lonely, because even when I'm alone, I'm not lonely.
Right.
I enjoy my own company.
Alone doesn't mean that I'm lonely.
Exactly.
Exactly. We got a call. Let's see here. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I am well, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you got something to talk about with some love this morning? I keep saying that love, okay, but it's just all about love, okay?
It's all about love, yes.
Well, then you've got a story to tell?
Yes, I do.
What?
I do. Well, I want to start off by saying, first giving praises to God for who He is. Because that's my utmost thing. And I just wanted to just share a little bit about how God has sent love my way.
Uh-oh.
And it's His design.
Uh-oh. She's giggling at kiki. I mean, come on, tell me the story.
Well, as you know, I will be getting married on next Friday, Valentine's Day morning.
Oh, congratulations.
All sucker now.
I didn't know that. Did you know that?
She told me about it. She texted me to it.
It's a testimony in itself because I am 56 years old. And I have never been married.
Okay.
So God has kept me until He sent the right person for me.
During that state, you said you're 56 years old now. And
56 years old.
Right, and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're trusting.
Yes.
Say something to Cheryl about that wait.
That wait. That wait has been a wait, I tell you. Of course, I've dated, I've been engaged before, and a couple of times, and never married. Never married.
What makes this one different?
This one is different because in my waiting, I decided after all of that, I decided to wait and trust God. And in my waiting and trusting God, you know, I used to always look, is this the man? Is this him? And I was questioning myself, is that him? You know, and it became overwhelming, really. And then every relationship that got in, it didn't work because I was trying to put it together.
Say it again.
So the difference in this one is I allowed God to do it. And I had to get to the point to where I said, and I told God, I said, God, no matter what, especially at my age now, I said, no matter what, whether you bless me with a husband or not, I am yet going to praise you. I am yet going to bless you. I am yet going to honor you. I am yet going to magnify your name. I am yet going to lift you up. I am yet going to give you the glory. And I trust you in what you're doing. So when I took my mind off the man
and put it on the man
and put it on the man, that's when God changed things for me. That is exactly when He changed it.
With the love that you're feeling now, when you say that, because I think, as I've been singing all day, love is the key. When you know that and I want people to understand, saying that you love me and being in love is totally different.
Totally different.
When did you realize that you were in love? I'm not finished. When did you realize when you were in love that made it different from the prior relationships that you were engaged to be married when you thought you were in love?
Then I thought I was in love. What made me realize that I was in love this time is I believe I was going through something. And at that particular time, I had talked to him or called him or whatever, and I told him what was going on, what I was going through, and he prayed for me. He opened up his mouth and he began to pray, and I think that day, that prayer is when I fell in love with him. So the prayer that he lifted up that's what made me.
So there was not a process of dating before?
No, we have served together in ministry. We served together in ministry. We, you know, with outreaches and different things like that. We clean the church together. We do a lot of things together ministry-wise. As a matter of fact, when he got ordained and I got licensed as a minister and he got ordained an elder, we got ordained the same time.
Oh, wow.
In 2022. So,
in 2020. So you all have known each other this long, and it's 2025, and then, oh, wow, now you're about to become betrothed.
Yes. Yes, yes. And I tell you this, Sunshine, and it is so true. When a man know what he wants, he know what he wants. And just like he told me, it don't take no long time to figure it out. He already knew what he wanted. And what I did not know is that he had been going back talking to my pastors, I guess a year before, babe. Maybe
about you?
About a year before, about me. And I didn't even know that.
Oh,
I had no idea. All I know is I gave him the no ministry real well. It was, no, you can't do this. No, you can't take me out. No, you can't buy me this. No, 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 no.
Wow. Isn't that something?
I handled him with those no's.
He wore you down.
And then he was persistent. He stayed in. He didn't give up. And I guess he said, you know, in his mind, he knew one of them yeses, the yes was coming. It was just a matter of time. And like I said, I had no idea what was going on in the background, how he had been talking to my pastors and different things. I had no idea about that.
Wow.
And we really started getting serious, I think, around Thanksgiving, the holidays.
Mean about 4 or 5 months ago?
Yes. I'm going to tell you, he was bugging me about a sweet potato pie.
Way to a man's heart through his stomach?
Every time I turned around, he was asking about a sweet potato pie. And on one particular Sunday, he went up to my pastor, and I saw them talking, and then she told me to come here.
He wanted a
I'm
pie.
like, why is she talking to her? Why am I going up there for it? And when I got it there, she said, Nita.
He wanted a pie.
She said, he just want a sweet potato pie.
Wow. Well, Anita, thank you for sharing your story with us so we can share this and everybody that's viewing today and listening can see that just patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. And congratulations. And next week this time, what's your name going to be?
Anita Williams.
Well, thank you, Miss Williams.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
All right, and have a great day. All right, bye-bye.
Okay,
I tell you what, did you all hear that story? Wow, that is something else. I mean, woo. I can't say anything, but watch out now.
Yeah.
We're about to take a break because we're going to come back. When we come back, I think it's time we're going to let you hear that song that was written and produced by local people right here in Pensacola. And you heard it first on Sunshine's Corner.
Welcome to Little John's Big and Tall, where tall men and big men go for style, fit, and comfort. We offer a wide variety of styles and unique brands that service all sizes from large to 14X, as well as tall sizes from large tall to 6X tall. Our knowledgeable staff are here to make sure you have a stress-free experience and answer any of your questions. Little John's has been named Best of Pensacola and Best of the Bay for 4 years in a row. Visit Little John's at 5700 North Davis or visit us online at littlejohnsbigandtall.com.
It's time to find a health plan that can keep up with your life. A plan that makes getting care convenient, with doctors around the corner.
I can get used to that.
Plus, 24/7 access to care. Plans that keep more money in your pocket, with plan payments as low as $0.
$0. Looks good to me.
Let's find your health solution. Speak to a dedicated Florida Blue agent today. Call 1-850-393-7036 to learn more.
From wanting the perfect dress for the most important day of your life to simply wanting to look your best, let 2 Times a Lady be your saving grace. Whether you're looking for an elegant A-line gown or a trendy cocktail dress, our expert staff will help you find the perfect fit. 2 Times a Lady has been dressing ladies in Pensacola since 1983. Call us at 850-474-3778 or stop by the store at 2755 East Olive Road. We can help you find the ideal dress for your event.
Well, I think it's all about local.
and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner. And I'll tell you, we're having a fantastic time today because we're talking about, I started to write this song about you. And I think I just heard the phone ring. I think so. Somebody just called. I love the fact that you're sharing about love, because love is the key. I love you in a perfect kind of love. I say it every day.
Yes, you do.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sunshine.
Hi. Good morning, my dear friend. How are you?
When I was a child, I talked like a child.
Yes, Lord.
And I thought like a child.
Uh-huh.
I reasoned like a child.
Uh-huh.
But when I became a man, I put childish ways behind me. Now we see but a poor reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.
Yes, it is.
Love, leaving others victoriously empowered, because the victory is in Jesus.
Yes, it is.
So true love comes when you give it away. It comes back to you. Faith, F-A-I-T-H, forsaking all y'all, I'm trusting him.
I love his acronyms. Yes, yes.
Hope, helping other people everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And love, like I said, is leaving others victoriously empowered.
Yes.
One of the greatest acronyms, Sunshine, that I heard was powerful. Positive, optimistic words encourage righteousness for unlimited living. When you tap into love is patient, love is kind.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't envy, it doesn't boast, it's not proud, it's not rude, it's not self-seeking, it's not easily angered, and it keeps no records of wrong. When you get attached to a female through your prayer, just like you said earlier, when a man finds a woman, then they're yoked together and they can do great things.
Yes, Lord. And you know what?
Where there are prophecies, what does he say in the words? He said, where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled.
That's right.
Where there is knowledge, it will pass away.
Mm-hmm.
For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when perfection comes, the imperfection disappears. And that's when those two people that are yoked together can't be stopped.
That's it.
Supernatural blessings on you. I love you.
I love you too, Captain Walker. I mean, thank you. Now, he has a beautiful marriage. I mean, they've been married for a long time.
The voice sounds familiar.
He is so, I love him with a perfect kind of love. He is so a strong faith believer, a walker. Because you hear a lot of people talk the talk, but are you walking the walk? Are you? I can say anything. I think I said at the beginning of the show, I can hear and I see your lips moving.
Yes.
But I'm going to watch what you do. Because therefore, when I watch what you do, you're going to tell me who you are.
Right.
By what you do.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. And I love this. I mean, I met him when I moved here a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
But we have had that connection through faith.
Yeah.
Through faith.
Mm-hmm.
That I appreciate that he is in my life.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sunshine. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. How about you?
I'm blessed, thank the Lord. This is Pastor Christine Shepherd Adams.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. And I wanted to make a comment.
Please.
And I did speak to you the other day when my grandson Dante was on there.
Yes, I remember.
I had wanted to, but I didn't get a chance to. But we'll talk about that some other time. I used to cook, and you got a lot of food from me. But anyway, what I want to talk about is this love just a minute. And if you're going to have love and you want to get married, you first got to learn how to be a wife. And it takes wisdom to stand. I've been married almost 40 years.
Yes, Lord.
And it takes wisdom. You got to know I'm married to this man, and I'm not married to any of these women. Because when you get married, there's a lot of women out there still looking. But God saved me and delivered me, because in the church, I've had them come up and shake the tip of my finger, and when they greet my husband, they give him a hug around the neck. But because God delivered me,
right,
I'm not that person that I used to be that would want to just come up and slap you. What is you doing this like this with my husband for?
I understand
totally. I had to learn. I was married to him.
Yes.
And he's the one who owes me a commitment. And a lot of things you need to straighten out at home.
That's right.
With what? Love.
Love.
And get it all straightened out. But it's just so much that could be said about that. And
yes, ma'am.
I talk to women all the time.
Good.
And tell them, they say, well, how did you stay married this long? And I give them the rules of staying there. Every day has not been
a bed of roses.
Day of sunshine.
That's
It's
come on
been
now.
some rainy days.
Yes, it has.
Oh, but God will teach you. You've got to learn how to walk in your title.
That's right.
And be there. And once you learn how to do that, you don't have to worry about anyone come up. And don't think because you in church that it's not no women that will still be looking and peeping and grabbing and know he's already taken. But because you know who you are and where you stand at.
That's right.
You got the love that you have.
Amen.
That's why I talk to women. It's not a week go by that they'll call me, Pastor such and such and such and such and such. And we talk, and I give them the wisdom. My mother was a very wise woman.
Right.
And she taught me. But God bless you. I'm not going to keep you. I know your time's up. But I had to say that you got to know where you at, where you're going.
That's right.
If you don't know where you're going, don't drive across town.
Amen.
You got to know where you're going and have the right directions that you're going in, and you'll get to where you're going. And stand still. One of these days I'll tell you the story.
Okay.
How God sent him to me. I wasn't looking for no husband, but he sent him to me.
Absolutely.
And I know. But anyway, you have a blessed day. I
Thank
just
you
wanted
so much.
to make a comment.
All right. Thank you so much.
That was sweet.
I mean, that was
Alrighty,
beautiful.
Yes.
Everybody, you see, that when we see, there's not many topics you can't bring up that people don't want to share some things about.
Yes.
And when I thought about this on yesterday, how I want to get away from all the things that we're dealing with in the world today, let's talk about love. Let's talk about the real thing that keeps us going. And I'm talking about real love. And I'm not telling you that you got to go home with me, no. But you can love me for who I am.
And love is not always an intimate love.
Yes.
We can just love on each other.
Exactly.
And like you said, that respect.
Respect
for
come
one
with it.
another.
Exactly. As you can see, so many of our viewers, and I know that some tell me they watch it every day, but they don't like to call. But the fact, I appreciate that. But the fact of it is, this show is designed to do just what it's doing, to reach the community, to talk about everything. Because if we are not able to sit there and talk about it, we're not going to get anywhere. We're going to stay right there where we are and complain. But, you know, we got to be able to take that step of faith to walk out. Just like Peter took that step and walked on the water. But when he took his eyes off God, that's when he began to sink. Keep your eyes on him. I want to thank you, young lady, for getting up early, coming in with me. We're going to do this even more because your song is going to come up at the end. But what we're going to do is, I just want to say, continue to do what you do. Let God be God all by himself. Where he's taking you. I like to use the theme from the old thing from Star Trek. Going to take you to a place you've never gone before.
Ooh.
But allow him to do it. You know, let him be God all by himself.
Yes.
And for those that knowing that it's Friday, it's a great day on the outside, just look around, and when you see somebody today, from your heart, even with all the rhetoric that's going on in the world today, love them. Show somebody some kindness. Even if it's a person, when you look at them and they don't even want to speak to you, don't you frown. You continue to smile. That happens a lot. When I extend my hand, I was walking the other night, and I said, well, good afternoon, sir. It was like I talked to that wall. But that made me smile even more. I said, you have a wonderful evening. Because that's not going to let you change me.
Exactly.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yes.
But that's why I say to you, continue to do what you're doing. Don't allow anybody to do that. Continue to write. Continue to produce. Continue to love. And let God do what he's got to do for you. And that's what I say to you today, friends, because coming up on this weekend, it's probably going to be a lot of things going on in the community.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Hello.
Go Birds.
That. If I'm not at the game, I don't want to hear it. I know Sunday afternoon you'll be able to go on the streets and get anywhere you want to go because ain't nobody going to be on the road.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Hey. Everybody, we got to get out of here. It's been a fantastic time as you celebrate this weekend. Whatever it may be, do it out of love. Show somebody some kindness because that's what we need today. Is the act of kindness, is the act of love. Respect is due a dog. Give me my respect where I am here. You understand what I'm saying? So listen up. Coming up on Monday, we got a fantastic show coming up. Going to be talking to you about an event that's coming into our city that's going to blow your mind. Right here, you'll find out about it. But I'll leave you as I do every single day because I mean this from my heart. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Never lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first in whatever you do, I will guarantee you this. You will be a total success. So until Monday morning at 9 o'clock for another day of sunshine, know that I love you with the perfect kind of love. Share some sunshine with somebody else. And that's just a phrase, but share some sunshine. It can be saying, hey, look, let me buy you lunch today. Or, hey, how can I help you get across this today? Let me take you out. Just say, pick up the phone and say, look, are you okay? Till Monday, know that I love you with the perfect kind of love now. Keep shining while I'm gone. Bye for now. Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.